What's up, YouTube? This will be my last personal transmission. I'll be doing collaborations from now on, if anything at all. So I didn't want to leave too decadent. You see, I still got that Ralph on, but people probably might even think it's, it's something else. But anyway, let's get into it. The subconscious mind and the rational mind are, well, all things are manifesting in the physical level in the third D. Everything has to manifest into the physical. There's always a physical route back. It's always that way. So when you see other people that might be living in their subconscious or living in their emotions, people that are totally rational, all the things that they create are just projections of yourself or from that part of you. So that's your rational mind manifested, or this is your subconscious manifested. So you got to understand what's being injected into your subconscious and what you consider to be your rational mind, your logic. So that's all going to manifest, and that's what you're going to, and in the landscape or the dreamscape that we're in, because whether you're dead and remembering or alive and dreaming, you affect the dreamscape or the landscape that we're in, that we're all on. So wherever you're at has a lot to do with what you project, because that's what you reflect. So you can look at it more so like almost like class, and people saying here like subconscious mind here, rational mind here. All those things are just manifestations of that facet of us. So to move on, with creation, there's always that delay from the non-visible physical. Again, let's break that down. The non-visible physical. It's still physical, but it happens to be not beyond our realm of sight, but just at a different frequency that maybe not everybody can pick up on. It might be too subtle of a wavelength for people to pick up on, if they can pick up on with human eyes at all. They might be picking up with another form of sense. But either way, there's always that delay in manifestation, and we can't call it a delay because it's all happening. But it starts from the void, this unlimited consciousness, and then manifests from the void into the dense physical. So it's going from thoughts, and then we put emotions behind the thoughts, and then it becomes a physical thing. Whether it's a dream car or a tumor, it starts from that void, and it snowballs in that way. So there's always a delay. So the same thing, like that's life or creation, the same thing goes for the other side of the street, for death. People are dead, or have long been dead, in the non-visible physical. They have been dying or been killed, dead in that level. They are not using those faculties of themselves. They've given up that responsibility. They've died there. And it's just like when you see pieces of a tree that are dead, and then, if it just continues to snowball, then the whole tree becomes dead. So that's really all it is. You just have a person that is, or this body, a person or persona, a window that is basically rotting inside out. It's already dead long ago, and the body itself is the last thing to die. Like it's like basically the same thing with creation. It goes from a thought, pushes itself all the way from thought through emotion, all that, into the physical realm, and then you are birthed, or you enter the physical realm, however you want to look at it. And the same thing when you exit. You can feel it when you know that you've died inside and you're on your way to to recycling. So when I talk about this, I talk about the living and the dead walking amongst each other. People that have crossbred living in the dead, people that have long died in the non-visible physical, and the people that are still alive when they interbreed. And again, we just need to define life. Before I even get into this, define life. Life is defined by the sensations that you are able to feel. The more sensational life you live, the more alive you are. So the more sense you have, the more alive you are. The more nonsensical you are, the more dull you are. Less sense you have, the more dead you are. So life is basically defined by your sensations. not necessarily awareness, because people define themselves as being alive because they are aware or conscious of something, but that doesn't necessarily make you aware. Having sensation that can heighten your awareness and make you aware of other things around you and within you, that's another level of living. Again, it's just different levels of living and different levels of dying. So we define life by how sensational our life is, how sensational our body is, or how dull it is. That's how we define death, how dull and nonsensical. So someone with no sense is more dead. That's just the facts. That's just whether their body is clicked on and they're breathing or not. Because a lot of people are breathing shallow breaths and haven't breathed a proper breath and haven't slept. Sleep apnea is running rampant. People haven't properly breathed in I don't know how long. So what are we defining life as? My definition, or definition that I feel is the most appropriate, would be sensation. The most sensational people are the most alive. The people that bring sensation to life are the most alive. The people that can feel it, reflect it, these people are alive. The dead can also reflect it. But I'm just saying that the more sense you have, the more alive you are. And the less sense you have, the more dead you are. So when these people interbreed, whether you want to call it the light and the dark, interbreeding, this is where the whole vampire thing comes from. The people walking between, and people seeing the netherworld and being from that in-between state, the priest class and all that in-between state, the zombie class. That's pretty much what the battle is for, because there's only two types of people, creators and observers. It's two, or they could say what? People that made shit happen, the people that watch shit happen, and then the people that don't know what happened. So it's just creators and observers. Creators and parasites, if you really want to keep it real. But that's just how things are going. That's just the yin and the yang of this thing. So, and there's always a yin and yang within that. Because you can create things that are yin and yang, and you can be a parasite in a yin and yang fashion. So those are the two types of people. That's what we have. So you can do with that what you will. It's really about it. It's really about it. Now you can see, if you haven't already, the insight I've provided here through Taylor. You can see it. You can see this game board we're playing on with the living and the dead here. So